Question 8. 5 letters are drawn on the square grid. How many of the letters have both perpendicular and parallel lines? So let's start with the first one over here, okay, which is looks like an F. So in this case, we do have a perpendicular line, one of it like this. So 1 and 2, and this gives us a perpendicular, as always over here. Then at the same time, we also have a parallel line. So I'm gonna mark it red as well. And this is parallel. Okay, so that means this is correct. So we have one correct. Okay, let's move on to the second shape. Is there a perpendicular line? Yes, there is. So if you were to see this part and this part, that means this is perpendicular. Wow, so it can go diagonal like that. But is there a parallel line? So there is no parallel line, which makes this X. So for the first shape on the left, F. So for shape 1 on the left, we have perpendicular line and parallel line. For shape number 2, which is an X, we have a perpendicular line, but we don't have a parallel line. I'm gonna put a cross. Okay, let's move to the third shape, is an M. Okay, so for the third shape, do we see a parallel line? Yes, we do. So we have 1, highlighted in red, and 2. Okay, so we do have a parallel line as what you see over here. Do we see a perpendicular line? If you say yes, then you're right. Okay, so the perpendicular line, let me just put in blue, so it looks a bit more obvious. Okay, so the perpendicular line is here, like this. Okay, so like I said, it can be diagonal-ish. So for shape 3, which is an M, we have both the perpendicular line and the parallel line. All right, let's move to the next shape. So shape number 4, do we see a perpendicular line? Yes, we do. So the perpendicular line is here, but do we see a parallel line? No, we don't. So in this case, for shape number 4, is a Y. The parallel line is not found. So we're going to give a cross. So lastly, the N. For the N, which is shape number 5, do we see a parallel line? Yes, we do. So the parallel line over here is this one. Okay, but do we see a perpendicular line? No, we don't. Okay, so for shape number 5, which is an N, the perpendicular line is not found, but the parallel line is found. So if we were to zoom it out and give our verdict, 1 and 3 has it, but the rest don't have it. So that means there's only 2 shapes that has both the perpendicular and parallel lines, which in this case is option number 2.